They're out. The nominees are out. The Ballon d'Or nominees are out. Who should be there? Who was missed out? Who was snubbed? Who doesn't deserve to be there? And yes, I'm making a case, and it would be hilarious if my Scottish Braveheart walked home without Dubinsky. It's the kid trying to live, trying to stay alive, trying to stay alive, man. So the Ballon d'Or, the list is out, it's out there, and there are some names missing. Well, there's one name that really should be there, and there are a few names where it's like, so let's just look at it, and we're going to just look at it up in full. So that's where we're at right now. So okay, might as well put that out there. So we're saying Donnarumma, Girassi, Dumfries, Desiree Doué, Haaland, Bellingham, Gyökeres, Hakimi, Kane, The Ski, Kvaratskhelia, Lautaro Martinez, who was obviously robbed a few years ago. This is what it is. McAllister, the Oos, Messi's daddy, Mbappe. I know people are. Guys, the more you get annoyed by that, the more I'm going to double down. So, Messi's daddy, aka Mbappe, aka daddy, Scott McSauce, João Neves. Okay, interesting. But we'll get there. Nuno Mensch, Michael Olise, Jermaine, Dree, Fabian Ruiz, Jollof Rice, Rafinha, Vinny Jr. We'll get there. The Verge, Mo Salah, Vitinha, Verts, Lamine Yamal. So there's some names there that I'm not really sure about there. So I want to first go to who I believe is a potential snub. I feel that the new graphs. I told you about 2025, 2026, maybe was supposed to say new graphs. Now I know that people don't rate the Karabuki outside of thingy, but shouldn't Isak be there ahead of someone like a Verts? That's what I'm saying. Shouldn't he be there in hands of someone like a Verts? João Neves, I get it, because he did what he did, but I feel that, let's be real, if you look at the top strikers at the end of this season, most guys will put Isak in that conversation. So I am shocked and surprised that an Isak isn't there. Personally, I'm surprised that an Isak isn't there, just based on just how good this guy has been and how lethal he's been and just how amazing he's been for you. He's been so good. Liverpool are willing to now pay 100 mil, north of 100 mil, 120, even 130 mil for this guy. So for a team of Liverpool stature, one of the biggest clubs in the world, the defending Premier League champions, who are willing to pay 120, 130, shows you what he did last season. And I just think that's maybe because Newcastle weren't in the Champions League, this really makes some noise in the UCL. Maybe people are not saying enough about them, but I still feel that what he did enough to be on this list. And the fact he's not on this list, I think, is wild. Because Lautaro, I think should have won before. Did Lautaro as a striker perform better than Isak last season? That's a real question to be had. That's a real question to be had. I'm just putting out some names out there, because I want to leave this guy to last. So look, I think all eyes are on Dembele, who many people believe that he's going to walk home with the gold. But do you know what's so crazy? The closer we go, and the closer we get to this whole thing, the more I'm thinking that, is he going to win this? I'm actually confused. Like, once PSG won that Champions League and they finished with the treble, I thought, oh yeah, this is a foregone conclusion. Like, it's a done deal. But the closer we now get to it, do you know what it is? I just don't feel this swarm or this swell of support for Ousmane Dembele. So even as I looked at this, my body said, is he really going to walk away with this? Now, if we're going via what you should do to win a Ballon d'Or, Dembele wins it. He was an important member of a treble-winning team. Let's just be real. He wasn't a passenger. He didn't ride the bandwagon. He was an important contributor to a treble-winning team. The only thing that people will say again is, was he the standout player for that team? Because PSG feels more like this was a team effort. Like, you look at that treble season that City had, Rodri deserved to win it, 100%. Because you could say Rodri and Haaland were standout players for City. They were standout players. Was Ousmane Dembele that much better than Hakimi? Was Ousmane Dembele that much better than Nominees? Was Ousmane Dembele that much better than Vitinha? Rodri and Haaland were substantially better than everyone else in that treble-winning season. Like, there was a gap between Rodri and Haaland and the rest of the field when they won the treble. I don't think that gap exists between Ousmane Dembele. I do feel like Hakimi, Mensch, Vitinha, Dembele, Desiree Doué, freaking barcode are all sinking off the same him. Freaking Donnarumma as well. You can't even sleep on your boy Donnarumma. So again, if Dembele wins, no one should have any issues with him winning. No one should have any issues with him winning. Like, it should just be simple. If he wins, no one should have any issues with him winning. But I do see a scenario where he may not win. I do see that scenario. And it all comes down to the talk of the freaking town. The moment Barca didn't make that final and PSG made the final and won, I thought that was it for Yamal. Like, the Nations League was just like an extra stuff. I thought that was it for Yamal. People vote. People vote. I have a lot of people going to vote for Yamal. Like, once those guys go into that booth and they start thinking, because see, this isn't done by robots or statistics, it's human beings. And human beings have feelings, they have emotions, it's subjective. And I believe a lot of people will vote for Yamal. And I won't be shocked if a lot more journalists vote for Yamal than they vote for Dembele. You know, because I think most guys just think that, who has been the best player, the standard player? Oh, it's been Yamal. Well, Dembele did win the treble, but I just feel what was stuck in people's mind is what this 17-year-old did over what Ousmane Dembele, a guy at his peak, did. So, if Yamal wins, I don't think anybody will take issue. The only people that will take issue for Yamal winning are Madrid fans. Madrid fans and Misby Nation. Like, Misby Nation and Madrid fans are the only guys who would write and say that it's a conspiracy. Chefrin is a is a Kule. They say no, Chefrin is a Kule. He's a Catalonian. He's on Barca's payroll. He helped to finance the Spotify company. La Porta has him on his payroll. That's what people will say. Most football fans, if Yamal was to win, they'd be like, yeah, he's been the best player. I don't feel there's going to be an uproar like, oh, wow. People will be like, yeah. Because again, if you ask me right now, half of who is the best football player right now? No, say half up. Over the past football season, who was the best football player the past football season? Yamal. So over the period of where the Ballon d'Or voting should be, Who was the best football player? Who was the standout player? Yamal. That's what I'll say. So even though I get why Dembele should win based on whatever the criteria is, if you just ask me who has been the best football player, take trophies, winnings, other stuff, who has been the best player, it has been Lamine Yamal. As of right now, August 2025, the best football player right now on the planet Earth is Lamine Yamal. Yamal is the best player in the world right now. He simply is. Simply is. No arguments, no ifs, no buts. For me, that's just a scientific football fact. And if you know ball and you speak fluent ball, you would agree that, yeah, he is the best player right now. But guys, here's where it gets real. Here's where it gets real. There's only one World Cup winner. There is only one World Cup winner amongst those 30 names. Just one. Would it be rude? Let me start there. See, let me start light. Would it be rude if I can get a podium? Guys, I'm asking for a podium. Because I could push for him to carry that golden thing, but I want to be respectful. Can I get a podium? Can I get a podium? Can I get a podium? That's what I want. Because I'm simple. All I want is a podium. All I want is a podium. Palmer's season, iffy here and there, bitsy. But this guy balled in a World Cup semi, balled in a World Cup final, and he led his team to a World Cup glory. And in that whole entire list, he's the only solitary World Cup winner on that list. Kai Skyscraper should have been on that list. I don't know how Kai Skyscraper did to make the list. But, guys, just simple thing. Would it make sense for a World Cup winner not to make the podium? Simple. That's all I ask. Does it make sense for a World Cup winning player who won the best player at a World Cup tournament and was man of the match in a World Cup final against a treble winning team? Does it make sense for him not to get the podium? I needed to put some respect on my St. Kitts and Nevis player. I needed to put some respect on my fellow brother. I needed to put respect on this black man. I needed to put some respect on your boy Jermaine. The main character needs to be given respect for leading Chelsea to the very first World Cup victory by a club. All I'm asking is for a podium. I'm pushing for a win, but again, my new name is half humble. Can I get a podium? Can I get a podium? Thank you. All I want is a podium. All I want is a podium. No, I want to leave that to last. There's a shout out to your boy AK. Now this might be Moroccan propaganda, but AK says something interesting. Has Hakimi had the best season ever for a right back? So what's what AK said. I don't want to steal other people's ideas. So AK, I've got to give credit where credit's due. Because AK raised this point. Shout out to my Moroccan brother AK, bro. Get a new mic. Could there be an argument of Hakimi having the best season for a right back? Because Carvajal doesn't have a treble. Marcelo doesn't have a treble. I don't believe Roberto Carlos has a treble. I don't think Cafu has a treble. Bart Simpson was money. And Bart Simpson is my GOAT right back. But in that amazing 12-13 band team, and that 12-13 band team is amazing, was Bart Simpson as crucial or as pivotal to that team as Hakimi was? Now, people say Hakimi isn't the kind of defensive right back that he is, but in terms of his contribution to the team, his importance, goals, assists, 90 minutes play, and what he does tactically and the importance of his role tactically to how PSG play in marauding up and down on our flank, I can't think of many right backs who have had a better season there than him. In all three fronts, League, Cup, and specifically in the Champions League. Because I feel we have to appreciate all roles. We can't. The football is a team game where it's about goalkeepers, it's about defenders, midfielders, attackers. It's not just a goal about goal scorers. It's not just about freaking GA. It's about everybody contributing. So I do think that for Hakimi, you can make an argument for a podium. You can make an argument for a podium. You can make a real argument for a podium for Hakimi because his importance to PSG has been huge. Absolutely huge. Absolutely huge. So you've got to give him some love. He's been the best defender in the world. So I think Hakimi is the best kind of like right back, modern right back. And just like seasons, right? But just who's been the best for pure the art of defending? No mention. His defending has been, he's been the best defender in the world this season. He's been absolutely outstanding. And I think that he will make the podium. I get it. But I would love him to. Or rather, I would love for him to even make top. I think that it would show people's ball knowledge if you put him top 5. Because if he even gets top 5, I'm like, people watch football. Because if you watch football and I appreciate football, I can't name 5 players that have been better than him. Again, you have to look at how good he's been in his position. He's been so excellent in his position, and there is such a gargantuan gap between him and the next left back. He's going to make that top 5 this season because, trust me, he played a pivotal role. And remember, guys, if you know ball and you're influencing ball, this isn't just about goals and assists. It's not just about GA. If you watch the game and use the eye test, not just look at stats, Nuno Mendes has been huge. Nuno has been freaking huge. So I would love for him to make at least top 5. Top 3 is pushing it because it's a hefty field. It's a very, very hefty field. But I would love for him to make that push. I'd love for him to actually get to top 5 because he's been the best defender this season. No, he's faced some quality guys on the right, and nobody has come close even beating 1v1. Always 1v1 battles, and has been excellent both defensively and even moving forward as well. Excellent season for your boy Nuno Mendes, bro. I want to say that. So, most people would say Vitinha has been the best central midfielder this season. But is that trophy tax? Vitinha has been excellent. But I still feel Vitinha has been the second best central midfielder this season. And you will most likely find Vitinha finishing above Pedri in the rankings. And the reason why he'll finish above Pedri is because he was on an excellent team. And a really amazing team. Because I would have loved to see PSG face Barca. But it happened that PSG faced Arsenal, and then they faced an Inter who just bent over and just took it with no lube. But for me, the best performing central midfielder this season has been Pedri. It takes nothing away from Vitinha. Vitinha has been amazing, but Pedri has been outstanding. And I think what you've seen is once this guy's fit and no longer wants to be one with the hospital bed, this guy is an outstanding central midfielder. Absolutely outstanding. His decision-making, forward plays, and just how key he is in the function of the team has been superb. I appreciate PSG. The best team I've seen, the best football I've seen has been Barcelona. Barcelona have played the best football. And the big reason why they've played the best football, a lot of it has come through, obviously, Yamal and Pedri. Because how that team functions and how that team operates is through the midfield. And the leader of that central midfield, the heart and soul of that central midfield is Pedri. And you could argue that Pedri is doing what Xavi did and what Iniesta did. He's doing what Xavi did in terms of controlling the game and really being the nucleus of the midfield. And doing what Iniesta is doing in terms of, he's the guy that breaks from midfield and connects the midfield to the attack and actually breaks into the final third. So he's doing what Iniesta did and what Xavi did. So he's the best of Iniesta and the best of Xavi all in one. So, for me, he's been the best midfielder. And if fair is fair, he should finish highest in the rankings in terms of central midfielders. But I know trophies tax, treble tax, they'll give it to Vitinha. Vitinha is amazing. And I think that it's almost like 1A, 1B. They are very close. But I would just put Pedri just slightly above Vitinha based on just how well they've played both of their roles. Look, Daddy ain't getting on that podium. He can get on that podium. Daddy ain't getting on that podium. Still, let's talk about Messi's dad. Messi's dad had a tricky season. He had a tricky season. The thing about Messi's daddy is He won the European Golden Shoe, but you have to use context. You have to use context there. But you know what is so crazy? There are still people that believe that he is still the best player in the world. It's crazy. There are still people who believe that he's the best player in the world, which I think is wild. I think is wild because look, I told you, Mbappe FC is here. But I think that if you have to look at those goals in context, but when people are voting, I don't think they view in context. People will see the Mbappe name, which is still a huge, massive brand, see all those goals. Don't be surprised if you see Mbappe finish top 5. I'll be shocked if he gets on the podium. But then again, so basically, there's no way he's winning. I doubt he comes second. Based on how people vote, he may get third. Based on, it's Mbappe, it's Real Madrid, European Golden Shoe. All right. He shouldn't get top 3. I don't think he can get top 5. He has to get at least top 7. I'm sorry. Based on just what he did and just his output, he's going to get at least top 7. But I can name 5 better performing players than him. Maybe 6, but at least 5. But you can't name 7 or 8 guys better than Mbappe. I just think that what holds Mbappe back is the lack of trophies, of Real Madrid just being trophyless. I think that holds it back, and people will say that. And if you look at those games, yes, he's got a lot of goals. He had a lot of break games, and he had that all-time stinker of getting all those offsides. So, but it will be interesting to see how people vote for Mbappe and where he finishes. That will be interesting. I'm actually intrigued to see. Yeah. He's under review. He's under review. Like, let's hope he doesn't get inducted, but he's under review. Should Vinny? Who's that? Who's that? Okay. Should Vinicius Jr., first of his name, be on this 30-man list? It's a question. Vinny did not have a great season last season. He simply didn't. And I do believe that this is heavy Real Madrid tax that he's on this list. I'm thinking about it right now. Vinny should not be on this list. Because who had a better season, Vinny or Isak? Now, even if you want to discount the Carabao and you do view it as a real trophy, who had a better season, Isak or of course, Vinny had a better season. Of course, like, what are we even talking about here? Heck, Gakpo, Cody Rhodes, aka Cody Gakpo, had a better season than Vinny, 100%. Forget him helping them win the Premier League. Cody Gakpo had a better season than Vinny. So I don't know whether this is maybe people still have sympathy, or this is maybe guilt of not giving him his Ballon d'Or last season and giving it to Midri, aka poor man's Zubimendi. I don't know what it is, but I look at Vinny's name as like, Vinny shouldn't be on this list. Vinny shouldn't be on this list. And the fact that Vinny made this list and Isak did not make this list, it's name recognition. Complete name, it's name tax. Complete name tax, But he's there though. I'll be interested to see where Vinny finishes. Because if he's on this list, he ain't top 10. He ain't top 20. I'm just saying, bro, like 20. Like I don't want to say, like, I don't want to say, I don't want to say, like, I'm biased. I don't want to say, I don't want to say 29, 28, 30. I'm just saying, bro. It's like, I just don't know how he makes the list. But guys, I wanna say something here, guys. Ignore the eye test score. Just ignore the eye test score. Just pretend you don't see the eye test score, guys. I wanna say something now. I think it's amazing he made the Ballon d'Or list. Fully defended. Fully defended. Skill. Go for the skill. Glasgow. Glasgow. Go for skill. Glasgow. Shout out to you, boy, Sean Connery, boy. Gerard Butler. Now, this is for my bravehearts out there. His name is Scott McSauce, first of his name. First season, he led Napoli to a league title. Led them. By far best player in the Serie. I don't see him making the podium. Because I've not mentioned the Salah, I've not mentioned the Rafinha, and so many other guys that can put ahead of him. It would be one of the greatest moments in football history. It would be content crack cocaine if, just for the sake of it, they're giving the Ballon d'Or. Guys, imagine Scott McTominay, listen up the Ballon d'Or. Lie to me. Guys, lie to me right now. No, seriously, I'll be real. Lie to me right now and tell me that won't be money. Him lifting up that Ballon d'Or, lie to me and tell me that will not be money. That won't be content crack. Lie to me. No, lie to me. That would be content crack. It would be content crack if Scott McSauce lifts up that damn trophy. Now, we know that's going to happen. He's not finishing on the podium. He's not finishing on the podium. He's not. He better make top. Scott McSauce has got to make top 10. He simply has to. He has to make top 10. You can install Serie all you want. You can call it a bombers league, geriatric league, retirement league, freaking Tony Soprano league. You can say all you want. He went to a league in his first season and led, with a capital L, led that team to a title win over the far more talented Inter Milan, a UCL finalists. I'm sorry, what he did was super impressive. For a storyline of redemption, already it's already an amazing storyline. From being maligned, insulted, abused, to Serie winner and Ballon d'Or nominee. I see no other United players on a Ballon d'Or nominee list. When last was a United player on a Ballon d'Or nominee list? So this is already a freaking amazing redemption story that Netflix can pick up. Shout to Spike, make the movie now. But all of a sudden, what up, baby? But if, guys, just imagine the scenes. It's going to be Dembele or Yamal. The 2025 Ballon d'Or winner is Scott McTominay. That stream, that you know, our greatest hangers is Messi leaving Barca. That is still our number one hangers of all time. For 6 hours, we'll go down in history. That's hangouts. If Scott McTominay is the 2025 Ballon d'Or winner, will feed generations. That might cure world hunger. That might give us world. I believe what will achieve world peace is a Scott McTominay Ballon d'Or winning hangout. I believe we will achieve world peace if that happens. But lo and behold, maybe not. So look, man. Okay, look. Honestly, we're going to talk more. We're going to have a hangout this weekend, man. Unfortunate for Salah, because Salah was a front runner. Champions League messed him up. I'm interested to see what they do with Rafinha, because Rafinha had an outstanding season. And if only Araujo wasn't a bomb, Rafinha's goal would have led them to an all-time UCL final against PSG where anyone could have said what's up. So again, I'll think about it. If I'm going to pick a three, I believe the three will be Dembele, Rafinha, and I believe the three is going to be Yamal, Dembele, Rafinha. That's what's going to be three. How it goes, I don't know. It should go Dembele, Yamal, Rafinha, or Dembele, Rafinha, Yamal. That's how it should go. Some sneaky feeling tells us that it might go Yamal, Dembele, Rafinha. Or what happened with maybe Bellingham and Vinny? Rafinha and Yamal may split the vote. It's me. But that Yamal tax is that Yamal brand is so freaking strong. So how journalists are going to pick and what they're going to pick is going to be very, very interesting. But it's exciting. We wait and see. Remember, guys, we'll discuss more. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out. Stay true. One love. Shouldn't the ball be directed here? Why are you directing the ball here when there's an empty goal? To watch the rest of this vid, think about becoming a Football Hut member. If you're a desktop merchant, just click on the join button below, over here. Or if you're a mobile phone merchant, just click on the join button below the video over here and join the true elite content crack addicts. Peace.